Happy Monday. We are off to a nice and comfortable start. I know some areas did see a little fog this morning, but we are pretty clear for the moment. Nice and comfortable at the door as well. Seeing some 60s looking out at Decatur. Beautiful start to the work week. 66 is where Decatur sits. Lots of us are still kind of around those mid and upper 60s. So we'll continue to see that tracking through the rest of the day. But let's go ahead and walk you through the rest of your Monday. You're going to see some upper 70s for today. It's going to be a little cooler. We're on the cooler side of things. And as we look through the rest of the week, we'll see a slight warm up every now and again. There's some opportunities for us to hit some low end 80s a little later in the week, but we also have a cold front on the way at the back half of the week, looking toward the weekend, which will get us back into some of the lower end 70s. But we'll cover that in a moment. So around this point in the day, we're in those mid 60s. Later on this afternoon is when we'll start to see some warm ups into those upper 70s. So it'll still be warm, just a little less warm than what we've seen here lately. So next couple of days though, we'll stay in those low end 80s. So tomorrow will be a touch warmer than what we're seeing today. Seems like we're going to kind of stair step it up to the mid 80s by Thursday. Getting some cloud cover in on Wednesday as well. So beautiful sunshine is expected throughout most of the week. We're just expecting a little more cloud cover to come in Wednesday and Thursday. Not expecting it to be a partly cloudy or even overcast looking kind of day. We're just going to have some mostly sunny conditions, seeing a cloud every now and again, really kind of reminiscent of our background here. A little similar to that for your Wednesday and Thursday. Lows for each morning will stay in the mid 50s though. I know it was a little cooler this morning. A couple areas touched the upper 40s. So a little cooler out the door for early risers and folks that are getting ready for work. So it's that time of year that you keep a light jacket in the morning, and then by the afternoon you won't really need it. So we're getting close to a stasis of that, so to speak. Looking ahead to the weekend. Now we do have rain chances to come back in, and that's due to the cold front that's moving through for the next couple of days into the start of the following work week. So looking at Saturday, Liz Hurley Ribbon Run, wearing your pink. Hope you'll be there. I believe, what is today? The 13th. Tomorrow, the 14th, is the last day to sign up. And I checked our website yesterday, and it says you have till about like noon tomorrow to register. So if you haven't registered, I'd go ahead and do that now, because I know myself, I'd forget. So there's that. Highs for Saturday expected to be in those mid 80s still. It's gonna be a little bit of a warmer start though for the morning, looking at about 62. So a couple areas could be in the mid 60s for the start of the day. We will start to see a couple of showers in the afternoon. Looks like that cold front is going to move in a little earlier, a touch earlier than we anticipated. It's going to be more so overnight. So that's when we'll start to see those evening showers into Sunday. Sunday is going to bring us our 50% chance. And you see we take like nearly a 10-degree drop, going from 84 to 75, about 9-10 degrees. So it's going to be a decent drop for our forecast going into your Sunday. Starting the day out though, still in those mid 60s. Cold front will kind of shift through and kind of hold us at those 70s once we warm up. So we don't really have much of an opportunity to go beyond a 10-degree difference from the morning to the evening. So keep that in mind as you make your plans for Sunday. We're going to start to see that cold front moving in. So our humidity outlook for the next few days, it's going to be nice and great, but I feel like by the time we get to the following weekend, we could start to see a shift in our dew points, go into comfy. Don't think we'll get quite sticky because it is going to be a little bit of a lower temperature. I don't think we'll reach sticky conditions, but keep in mind, it's weather. We can predict, but sometimes things change a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a change come tomorrow. So we are tracking some disturbances in the tropics at the moment. We've got 70% chance of development in the next week or next 2 days, 80 in the next week. Next name is Lorenzo. We have Lorenzo, Melissa, Nestor, and Olga. LMNO. So we have Lorenzo and Melissa should these two pinpoints here form. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days. Could have another named storm. But so far, we've really not seen any residual effects from some of the tropics. Our coastal communities, though, and especially Florida as well, including, they've seen some storm surge, heavy rain, but hasn't really made its way toward us. You've seen like tropical moisture that gives us a little rain here and there, but haven't seen anything beyond that, which is pretty good for us. So let's go ahead and walk you through the next 10 days. Just at a glance, gorgeous conditions will stick around for the next couple of days. We will start to see some cloud cover building back in about Wednesday, Thursday, and continue to increase through the weekend. However, not expecting overcast days until about Saturday and Sunday. That's when we'll start to see some of those heavier cloud cover days. So lows will stick around the mid 50s up until we get to the weekend. Starts to warm up, get back into the 60s for the mornings, but we also take a 10-degree drop from Saturday to Sunday. So if you have plans for Saturday, like the Liz Hurley run, it's going to be a nice day to get out, enjoy it. Evening storms are what we are more so concerned about for Saturday. So if you had some Saturday evening plans, those may need to be shifted around, and we'll figure out and pinpoint the timeline as we get closer to Saturday. Usually by Tuesday and Wednesday, we have a better outlook of what that's going to look like. Sunday's going to bring the brunt of the storms. We're expecting to see that cold front move through, and as cold fronts come in, they have a band of showers and storms that precede them. So we'll see that drop into the mid 70s by Sunday. Heavy chances of rain and storms. So far, not really seeing much of a severe threat. But of course, as always, we'll keep you up to date should things change. And as we get better timing on what that'll look like for us, that'll keep us in the 70s, though. It'll push us back into the 70s Monday through the following week. Looks like Tuesday wants to warm back up into the upper 70s, but we'll stick around the mid 70s for the next couple of days. And again, should things change, we'll always keep you up to date right here. I will be in for Eric tomorrow morning, so I will be back tomorrow to do another weather extra with you all. So be sure to tune in and do another round of weather extra at 10:30. Hope you have a wonderful start to your work week and a great week ahead. Have a good one.